Hey guys, hopefully you've had a chance to go outside and do your purple prayer walk, praying for your neighborhood or businesses that are around you and looking for purple flowers. The reason we're doing purple, if you weren't here on Sunday, is because we are remembering King David's royal future. Of course, when David was anointed to become the king, he was still just a kid. And there was already another king on the throne when he was anointed. Today's craft, we are going to look at oil. This might not seem too exciting, but it can make a pretty nice gift if you want to do infused oils for Christmas gifts or something. The oil you were anointed with on Sunday was vegetable oil with cinnamon sticks inside it. The cinnamon sticks, by being in the oil, it just kind of leaches into the oil and it lends some of the flavor of the cinnamon to the oil. There is a special recipe in the Bible on how to make anointing oil. But it also says not to make that kind of oil unless you're using it to anoint for God's purposes. So this was just for fun, and it wasn't the exact recipe, although it does mention cinnamon. On my walk to my front yard, I picked some lavender flowers. Lavender is a very common oil that we use if your parents are into essential oils. Lavender, they're fallen. Lavender is sometimes used to help us sleep at night, but it was also purple. And if you find a rosemary plant, rosemary is used in cooking. Its flower, when it's blooming, is also a light purple. So I picked these from my yard. If you're walking around your neighborhood, please don't pick flowers that don't belong to you. Make sure you ask for permission or just leave them where they are. But if you want to try infusing some for an oil, also make sure you know they're edible and can be used in food. Double check with your parents, double check with me, double check with Google if you have to. The actual process of infusing is pretty easy. You take a clean jar, I'm taking a little mason jar here, and you put your herbs or your flowers inside the oil. Now our stems are a little bit long and my little one decided to come and help. He was watching TV.
That's sleep now was cold. Whoa.
Darling.
This is interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting. Here, I'm going to show you. There he is. That's what he's doing.
Whoa.
He got tired of watching TV, I guess.
No.
So my stems are a little bit long for this container. I'm just going to kind of squoosh all of them in there and make them into a circle. And I'm going to screw the lid on so they're going to stay in there. And then I'm going to pour oil on top of them. You can do normal vegetable oil. You can do olive oil. Olive oil is closer to what they would have used when King David was around, but any kind of oil will work for this. My lavender flowers keep jumping out of their jar. And I'm going to try the actual vegetable oil for this one. Just pour it in. Whoop. And let it sit. Infused oil takes a long time to actually make. So once you have your oil in there with your flowers, your lavender, your rosemary, mint or basil, any other kind of herb works good for this if you want a savory thing. You could put hot peppers in here and make infused oil with hot peppers. It's up to you. Before you use it, you're gonna wanna strain it to make sure all the flour stuff stays behind, because you don't wanna eat the flour stuff. You just want the oil to be flavored. That is our craft for this part of the week, making infused oils, cinnamon oil, lavender oil. It's not going to be essential oil. Essential oil is made by pressing the oil out of it or by extracting it with an alcohol or something. I made dandelion oil a while ago with some dandelion flowers and some alcohol. So that's a completely different process. Check with your parents, make sure they let you do this craft. You don't want to get into supplies that they're going to be using for dinner and then find out it's gone and used up. But ask your parents and see if you can make some infused oil. I'm going to use this when we bake muffins, blueberry muffins with cinnamon oil. That should be pretty yummy. And remember, I got a little bit of oil on my hands. You are an anointed child of God, chosen and set aside by God for some very unique and special purposes. So, have a great week. Do your purple prayer walk. And if you happen to see some flowers that would make a good infused oil, orange blossoms or orange peels also do a pretty good infused oil. I just picked lavender because it was purple and it's pretty and it's in my yard. Have a great week and I will see you later. Bye.